Yo, what's up guys? Real quick before the actual battle versus Nappy, I just want to say, I've actually not even made the video announcing this yet, but the Drop a Draco 2016 shirts and hoodies are finally here, available in a bunch of different colors. There's a store down below. I even have women's tees available. If you click on, for example, the dark hoodies, just to show you real quick before the battle, there's a load of different colors that you guys can go ahead and reserve if you would like to pick one up. Same thing if you click with shirts and all that stuff, dark tees as well. I personally love the black. I think the black is amazing. Shouts to Pedro who made it. And yeah, I'll be making a video announcing this later, but if you guys want to go ahead and pick one up, the link will be down below to the entire store. And yeah, enjoy the battle. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome. I'm not streaming this, okay? Welcome to my week 3 match of the UCL Little Cup Off-Season. This time we are taking on Nappy and the Tucson Terrakions. Now, look at my top team. Just imagine if I brought my top team to this battle. What could Nappy do to my top team? Nah, but in any case, I am, of course, PokeaimMD, coach of the Bronx Beartics. Nappy's link will be down below in the description. If you guys haven't checked out my team builder video, you guys can. There's a playlist. Ooh, okay. I like what Nappy brought. Spinner rack. Let me write this down. Spinner rack. Trico. Classic Porygon. Expected most of this stuff. I actually built with my boy Mambo, and I tested versus a team that Nappy would potentially bring. He didn't have Trico in the one I tested with. He brought Mime Jr., but this is basically what I tested versus Dino, Hone Edge, Shellos, and P2 or Porygon. There's no number. All right, so I already know what I'm making my Zoroark be disguised as. It's gonna be Shelder because Shelder scares out. Well, Shelder bluffs or it brings in Pokemon like Hone Edge and Pokemon. Excuse me, just drinking some water. And Pokemon like Shellos, so I can hit with a knockoff if I'm disguised as that. So my best lead is definitely my Ice Cream Cone because I do have Magic Coat and I can bounce back the Sticky Web. Besides that, he doesn't have any other hazards, so I'm putting my Shelder as last. Alright, awesome. So definitely my Ice Cream as the first one. Seems Nappy has already started, so let's get that out of here. Have fun, Nappy. I don't think I typed it to him. Let me actually type have fun to him. Oh, he didn't type it to me. Okay. You know, I'm going to say have fun anyway. Have fun. So I expect Spinnerack as his lead of choice, as he does lead off with that thing. Now, there's a few things that could happen here. Nappy could have saw my battle versus Mo, and he could expect. He could definitely expect the Magic Coat. However, I think Magic Coat is always going to be my best play by far. I want to bounce back whatever he brings up. I will be faster so I can taunt him after anyway. So if this works out for me, this will be amazing. I mean, I should check what Spinnerack can learn real quick. I know it gets Sucker Punch, Mega Horn, Poison Jab, things like that. Pokemon Showdown. Pay attention to the screen too. I don't want to miss what happens. Team Builder. Spinnerack. This is more than likely Focus Sash. Does it get Shadow Sneak? It does get Shadow Sneak. Okay, good to know. I know it got Sucker Punch, but I know it runs Sucker Punch over Shadow Sneak usually. But like I said, I'm going to Magic Coat right off the bat. I mean, he's probably going to expect that. I don't really mind. If he goes for Mega Horn, obviously it's going to hurt as hell. But we'll see if the Magic Coat works out. Definitely my best play turn 1. If he attacks me, that's a good play. He goes for Sticky Web, perfect. So we bounce back the Sticky Web, and we don't have to deal with that at all this battle. Perfect. Webs are up. Nice. Now, I 100% outspeed it with this. That's so sick. Guess you didn't see my team prep video versus Mo or the battle. That's amazing. That's where scouting really comes in, like, handy right there. So I 100% outspeed him, so I'm 100% going for the taunt, as that will prevent him from getting up Sticky Web again if he wants to try and go for it. He does go for Poison Jab. Cool, cool, cool. I get the weak armor. If he does poison me, however, I won't die. He could have the Sucker Punch. However, I'm going to try and break his sash. I'm going to go for Ice Shard because it does break his sash 100%. He won't be able to Did I say freeze dry over frost? I wish this thing got freeze dry. My little slurp, putting it in work, man. Oh my god, that's amazing. Let me write that he has webs plus jab, P-jab. Pretty sure he has Mega Horn and Sucker Punch. If he has Sucker Punch, that's great, because I will be able to go right for the Ice Shard and just prevent him from basically break his Focus Sash and also prevent him from getting up Sticky Web. This thing looks so cool as a shiny. Holy crap, I would have loved to have Sticky Web on my team. To being able to abuse Pokemon such as my Teddy Ursa with Sticky Web up, I would just use Swords Dance, no Quick Feet. Nice Honey Gather. Call me Pooh Bear. Nappy's definitely thinking about what he wants to bring out, though. I don't know if he wants to stay in and sack his Focus Sash. I would be okay with that. Like I said, I'd be able to break it. And with Sticky Web up, with my Jam in the back, I would be able to prevent him from getting up Sticky Web. So he might want to switch. Switching would actually be a pretty solid play, I think, if Nappy wanted to switch. I get off a hit on anything. His Ice Resist is Hone Edge, but getting off damage is great on that anyway. So we'll see. If he does want to switch out to Hone Edge, any damage, like I said, is great. I want that damage on that Pokemon. First turn, amazing, though. First turn, amazing. I wish he went for the Sticky Web in the second turn, trying to get it up again. That way I could have taunted, kept my Focus Sash as well, and then went for Frost Breath, bring him down to about 90%. Because like I said, I tested versus a Spinnerack lead, so I knew exactly what I had to do. He does switch out. Good play on his part. Good play. Caps Lock, what is this? The Porygon, okay. Caps Lock the Porygon. You're caught in the webs, though. Let's see. He does trace my weak armor, not that that really matters. Unless Ice Shard affects the weak armor, then he gets the speed back up. But then his defense drops as well. Ooh. Get the defense fall. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so let's see what I want to do versus this thing. I don't really have a switching, to be completely honest. I rather just Frost Breath just to get off damage. Yeah, I'd rather Frost Breath. I want damage on this thing. The fact that he has, I'm not too worried about Dino just because I do have Sticky Webs up, as well as I do have the Priority Ice Shard on my Shelter in the back. I need damage on this thing in order to sweep him. So that's definitely what I'm going for right here. Yeah, 100%. What I'll do after, it depends how much damage I do. But his defense has fallen, which is huge. Huge for me. Insanely big. I don't have rocks on this team, but had I had, like, rock or something... Ooh. The thing is, dude, I can freely go out to Shelter after and click Icicle Crash because Weak Armor is going to activate every single turn. Icicle Spear, excuse me, I said Icicle Crash. But Weak Armor is going to activate every single turn. So let me actually see Porygon speed. Porygon. 40. Max speed would be... Alright, so let's me hit him with a Frost Breath. I'm good with that. That's 50. I don't know why I didn't make him level 5. This always gets a crit, so that crit didn't matter. I mean, I always get the crit. 14 speed if he's running max speed. Pokemon Showdown. Alright, let me check the smoke on that, because with Weak Armor, I'm pretty sure Shelter just straight up kills him with Icicle Spear. And then getting damage off on Hone Edge would be amazing. So let me see. Porygon. What is the spread that they run? They don't run any speed at all. So that would be 11. Alright, so yeah. Going out to my Shelter right now, I'm just going to click Icicle Spear. With Weak Armor, which he'll be losing defense every single turn, he's going to die. So I'll definitely take that. I'm going to write down Tri Attack. Tri Attack, and he's at about 55%. Just to write down, just in case he switches after. But the best play is just going right for Icicle Spear. It's 100% accurate. It will be able to knock him out with the Weak Armor. Like I said, he's going to get it every single turn. So, his defense is just going to keep dropping. So as I keep hitting him, it's going to knock him out. And Porygon being gone is great. I love this. It's like, it reminds me of 83% with Amoonguss versus Cinccino. So the fact that Porygon is gone is amazing. Automatically going to have 5 hits due to Skill Link. Porygon, dead. Perfect. Goodbye. And the thing is, Shelter has a great matchup versus everything bar Hone Edge. And if he brings out Hone Edge, I can freely go for Will-O-Wisp. So Porygon being gone, amazing for me. This also prevents him from going Spinnerack because I will be able to outspeed. Due to Sticky Web, it's no longer a speed tie. I am adamant, so we're both at 13 speed. Spinnerack capping out at 13 speed. Let me see Trico. I'm pretty sure Trico's like, what, 17 speed? I believe that is. Timid. 17 speed. Yes, I am correct. Alright, so Porygon being gone is amazing. I guess he didn't want to risk me being Shell Smash with Razor Shell because that would be able to 2-KO Honedge depending on some rolls. If he does choose to go out to Honedge, he might double. Honedge has to be like his only play besides Shellos. Honedge is his only play, I believe. And then if he goes Shellos, I can easily go out into my Starmie and then just start firing off some Thunderbolts into anything. Thunderbolt into Ice Beam kills the rest of his team, basically. So Porygon being gone so early is amazing. Weak armor, him tracing my weak armor was sick. Amazing for me. I love that. You know what else I love? Water. So Cindy's going to come out. That is a Shellos. Alright, alright. Speed drop, speed drop. Definitely going directly into Patrick, my Staryu, excuse me. I think I said Starmie. Definitely going right into Patrick because I have Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is going to smack everything on its neck, especially because the fastest Pokemon on my team right now is my Staryu. And like I said, Thunderbolt's just going to hurt him. So I want to switch out. I don't want to take a Toxic, don't want to take a Scald, whatever he wants to go for. Scald might be his play of choice. Yeah, he does fire off Scald. It's not a ground type just yet. It's just pure water. Let's see if he gets the burn. Does he? He doesn't get the burn. Perfect. That's even better for me. I can just freely fire off a Life Orb Thunderbolt. And again, everything on his team goes down to Thunderbolt plus Hydro Pump. Honedge goes down. Spinarak goes down to Thunderbolt plus Ice Beam. Or 2 Thunderbolts, whatever I want to do. This is just a great position for me. The fact that his Porygon is gone, I want to stress that bars. I want to stress that is so nice for me. That's so good. Simply because that thing eats up hits, man. I've seen him stall out Jay and Mo with just that thing. So I love that he traced my weak armor. And obviously, if you guys didn't know, Frost Breath always crits, so that crit is always going to happen. I didn't get lucky versus Nappy. Frost Breath always crits, and it's a little bit stronger than Ice Beam, which is why I believe it's a little bit stronger than Ice Beam, which is why I have it. But Slurp putting in work, getting up Sticky Webs, and not even realizing it, but getting rid of Porygon in the process. You know, Slurp put in so much work. Shout out to Slurp. If you're annoyed by the slurping sounds, I'm sorry. Not really. But yeah, this is a really hard Pokemon for him to switch into. What I could see him doing is going Dino and then pivoting into Honedge. That way I takes the Ice Beam. He could have Mirror Coat. Definitely something I could see happening, I suppose. Look how happy this thing looks. Let me check out what Shellos learns. I mean, 100% my play is going for Thunderbolt. He could definitely have Mirror Coat, but we'll see. Solid 90 million %. I do get a crit. I'm so sorry for that, bro. Definitely sorry for that. He does have Scald. Alright, so crit sucks for him. Let's see if he gets a burn with the Scald right now. He does get the burn, however, but now I can switch up moves and go for the Ice Beam pretty freely. It will be able to knock him out because of that crit. So that's why the crit does matter in that sense, because now I can freely go for Ice Beam. I feel like Nappy's just going to sack Cindy, though. Either way, Thunderbolt was doing about 70% to him, so that 100% put him in range of Icicle Spear without even boosting up. So that's definitely solid for me. Ice Beam will be able to knock him out. If he goes Dino, I'll do a lot of damage to that thing as well. Unfortunately, Analytic, I don't think it's possible to have Analytic on Staryu because of the way hidden abilities work. I'm not entirely sure. Looking at it right now, though, my little Jackie, my Growlithe, straight up walls Trico, Spinarak, and Honedge. And I have Will-O-Wisp for Dino as well, which I don't have to worry too much about. I know he loves running Choice Scarf on that thing. So the fact that he has Sticky Web completely cancels that out. If I do weaken Honedge, I straight up Shell Smash up with my, I don't even have to Shell Smash, I just Icicle Spear everything. But if I weaken Honedge, basically my jams win. The crit, a little bit unfortunate, trades it for a burn right there. It just means that I can finish him off with the Ice Beam in the following turn. Him being pure water means that obviously he does resist it. So Shellos goes down. I'm assuming he's going to bring out his Spinarak here, and to counteract that, I could definitely see him going Spinarak here. He wouldn't go Trico. Trico would die to Ice Beam. Dino would take like 10 million from Ice Beam. He's either going Honedge or Spinarak. Spinarak just to try and get up the Sticky Web, which he could definitely do. And or he can go Honedge just to go for Shadow Sneak and knock me out. Honedge does have no guard, which is pretty cool. Means none of my Will-O-Wisps will miss on him, so I can appreciate that. It also means if he has Rock Slide, it won't miss as well. But I could definitely see him going Spinnerack. If he does go directly into Spinnerack, I'm going straight out into my jam right there, and I'm just going to click Icicle Sphere. The fact that Sticky Web is still up on both sides means that my Patrick can come out. He doesn't have any rocker on his team, so my Patrick can come out later. And Natural Cure is going to get rid of the burn. I can Rapid Spin away his hazard. I'll only take 1 point. If he wants to bring a Honedge on their Rapid Spin, I mean, I could predict that potentially and go for the and go for the Hydro Pump. And Hydro Pump will do a hell of a lot too. And even in a Violite, Honedge will take a lot. So basically, if it's not clear, if he goes Honedge, I go directly into Little Jackie and go for Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp weakens Dino, takes on Trico, and then if he goes Spinnerack, I hard switch directly into my jam. Those are the 2 plays right there. Those are 100% the 2 plays that I go. Because Jam can knock out Spinnerack. He goes out to ban the Honedge. Okay, so like I said, I already told you guys the play that I would go for 100% if he goes onto this. I go directly into Little Jackie. I have Intimidate. I'm not worried about him. I also do have a Scarf Zora in the back, if you guys didn't know. So I go directly into Little Jackie, get off that Intimidate, go for Will-O-Wisp, burn anything, whether it's Dino, whether it's Trico, whether it's Spinnerack. I knock it out, and then I'm assuming his Dino will come out after. So let me actually look up Dino real quick. I know I said Lappy. I know Nappy loves Dino. So, Choice Scarf is the main set that it likes to run. Okay. But we get off this Intimidate. I'm physically defensive and a little bit of special bulk, so I'll be able to take any hit. He goes right for the Shadow Sneak, so that's great. Because now I get to fire off a Will-O-Wisp for essentially free. Okay, maybe not free. Sorry, Chimpback. But basically, he doesn't like to switch into this monster at all. If he stays in, because of no guard, Will-O-Wisp will 100% hit. And then if I burn this, I straight up Shell Smash up on it and I win. If he goes Dino and I do land the Will-O-Wisp, Dino is dead. Dino is gone. Nothing Dino can do to me. At all. Straight up at all. So I could definitely see Dino coming out. He could sack Spinnerack. I would probably sack Spinnerack if I were Nappy. Just because if Dino gets burnt, it's kind of over. And if Honedge gets burnt, also Teddy Ursa wins the game. Assuming I break Spinnerack's Focus Sash. So if he goes Spinnerack right here, that's good. I would like him to go Spinnerack, just because I don't want to have to deal with him getting up Sticky Web and me trying to spin it away. He shouldn't stay in with Honedge, though. That's the only play I don't see Nappy doing. He's either going to sack, he's either going to go out to Dino thinking he'll be the Fire Resist, which it is the Fire Resist. However, like I said, I do have Will-O-Wisp. Look how little that Shadow Sneak did. That Shadow Sneak did 3, not even 4. That Shadow Sneak did 3. Why do I have 4 fingers up? Okay, I'm out of water. No. The game is lost. Alright, so he does withdraw. Let's see what comes out. Either going to sack Spinnerack or go Dino. He does sack Spinnerack, excuse me. Good play on his part. Definitely a good play on Nappy's part. If I do miss the Will-O-Wisp, which I do, the play is to go directly into my jam. So really unfortunate right there that I missed Will-O-Wisp. Basically, I would have been able to go for Flare Blitz in the following turn, knock him out, now I have to deal with Sticky Web. And now what Nappy can do is get up the Sticky Web if he wants to. So again, really unfortunate. It is what it is, though. A little bit of hacks right here. I mean, I did get the crit on him, though I don't know how much it mattered. Just meant I couldn't go for Ice Beam in the following turn, but he ended up staying in anyway. So maybe he wouldn't have stayed in. So let me see my jam. Calc this Spinnerack real quick. Adamant. Icicle Sphere does 90 to Rock Blast. 100% knocks him out. So do I go for Rock Blast though? Well, Icicle Sphere does 90 to 113. So I think the play is to go for Rock Blast if I go jam. Really unfortunate that I did miss, but it is what it is. It's Pokemon. If he doesn't go for Sticky Web, he should go for Sticky Web. That's the best play. Yeah. Oh, well, I still have the Staryu in the back. So what that means is I can still outspeed Trico. But I'm able to bring out my Jam right here. I'm just going to go right for Rock Blast. Rock Blast will be able to knock out the Spinnerack. Let's see if Jam can go 3 for 3 with Rock Blast whenever I need it to hit. Rock Blast does 100% knock out Spinnerack, even if it's like a Violite or some crap like that. Whereas Icicle Spear has the chance to not knock it out if it's Focus Sash, which it should be. And Rock Blast knocks out even a Violite, like I said. So Rock Blast is the best play, the only play of choice, I feel. And you know what? If he goes directly into if he actually sacks this and goes into Hone Edge, I'm staying in. If he sacks this and goes into Hone Edge, I'm actually going to stay in, predicting him to double, and then go for the Icicle Sphere just to get off damage. Because I do have Little Jackie in the back to 100% wall Hone Edge no matter what. Like I said, no guard Will-O-Wisp. I will be able to take him on. Hone Edge is rather slow, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just see. Hone Edge. Hone Edge. So he does stay in. I do land the Rock Blast. Great. So I don't have to take any damage on Jam. Jam coming through once again. So all he has left is Trico, Dino, and Hone Edge. The thing is, though, with Sticky Web up, I'm faster than Trico. If I'm not mistaken. I should be faster than Trico. Yeah, I am faster than Trico, I believe. Pretty sure. So it goes up to Trico, which is caught in the Sticky Web. I obviously brought this thing in before Sticky Web. I'm pretty positive I am faster than Trico. Am I wrong? Let me calc this real quick. What the hell? Why am I calculating? I'm just gonna check. What is Trico's speed? 17? Alright, let me see. I am faster, right? I'm faster. He should be like a 9, right? 9 or 10? I'm faster. I go for Icicle Spear and knock him out. Unless he's Scarf. Would he be Scarf? Even if he's Scarf, if he's not Scarf, I knock him out. I'm faster, right? I'm pretty positive I'm faster. It's minus 1.5. I'm pretty positive I'm faster. And I got this thing in before Sticky Web, so I should be faster. And if he's Scarf Trico, he's Scarf Trico. Pretty positive I live and hit from Trico Bar like a Leaf Storm anyway, and these things run like Swords Dance or something. Pretty sure my Jam Vat is faster. Jam, you're faster, right? Why am I trying to psych myself out? He is Scarf Leaf Storm. No! Oh man, oh man. Scarf Leaf Storm Trico. Holy crap. However, I get to go out to Little Jackie now, and I get to fire off a Will-O-Wisp. Alright, so that's... Wow. I didn't expect that. That's interesting. That is Scarf, right? That has to be Scarf. Regardless, I'm going for Will-O-Wisp right here. Trying to hit that Dino. You feel me? Little Jackie, if I burn Dino, I wall it. And then Little Jackie wins the game. So I'm 100% going for Will-O-Wisp. Even if he stays in and goes for second Leaf Storm, I'm going for Will-O-Wisp again. If I burn Dino, I win. But he's Scarf Trico. That's really cool. That's interesting. That outspeeds my team. But I do have Sucker Punch on my Zorora to deal with that. So that was his way of beating my my Teddy Ursa, I assume. Wow. I didn't even think about that. Cool, Nappy. That's really cool. Trico. Blank set. Let's see. Sucker Punch does... Oh, let me make it level 5. 75 to 90. A bit of prior damage on need. U-turn does 80 to 90. Regardless, I get to get off a Will-O-Wisp right now. If he goes Hone Edge, cool. If he doesn't go Hone Edge, unfortunate. He does go out to Dino, so great. Great. Let's land this Will-O-Wisp, please. Lil Jackie, I know you missed it versus Spinnerack. Come through. Yes! Alright, so we do land the Will-O-Wisp on the Dino. Amazing. Sick. That's sick. Alright, so I think my play is actually to sack my, to sack Patrick right here. I want to keep my Intimidate, obviously. The fact that he is burnt is amazing for me. And then after that, it's to go Teddy Ursa and go for Protect. That's the play of choice. I believe. Yeah, that's the play. Because Teddy Ursa, with the quick feet, will be able to outspeed him. Well, maybe, actually. Let me see. Oh, I don't even need to outspeed him. I just need to be able to hit him and get off the facade. So... and if he misses, amazing, too. Goes for Earth Power. He's special. That's really interesting. These specs, like, that's really cool. I didn't see that thing coming. Yeah, but I'm going to go out to Teddy Ursa right here. Earth Power, really, really interesting. That was cool. Really cool stuff. We're seeing some really cool stuff on Nappy's side. So the play right here is to go for Protect. I want to get my quick feet activated. I obviously don't want to... This thing learned Draco Meteor. I obviously don't want to take a Draco. Earth Power is really cool, though. I didn't even think about that. So that's really cool on Nappy's side. He really took into account the Intimidate right there. He has to make some hard doubles, though, in order to win, I think. The fact that he's burnt is really cool. The fact that he brought Scarf Trico is really interesting as well. I mean, I wouldn't have had to worry about any of that stuff had I prevented the Sticky Web. But, you know, I had to have hit the Will-O-Wisp right there, so... Unfortunate. It is what it is, though. It definitely is what it is. Let's see. So, in theory, he's going to stay in right now, but he's going to take more burn damage, putting him in range of... I think my Zora can potentially come through. We'll see, though. Definitely might have... I was thinking about going Zora right there, but obviously I wouldn't have been able to bluff the Intimidate. He does stay in, so that's great. I will be able to get my quick feet right now and dodge a potential Draco, I think. Does go for a double Earth Power. Alright, so takes a bit more burn damage, means he can't switch into my Flare Blitz a little bit. I like that. 100% my best play is going right for the Facade. I don't care if he goes Hone Edge because I do have a little Jack in the back. He does stay in, so that's great as well because we are going to be able to knock him out with Facade. Amazing. I think he was trying... Maybe he was Scarf Dino and he was trying to expect something right there. I think he was Specs, though. I don't even know. I don't even know if that was a Violite, but Teddiursa is disgustingly strong with Facade. Let me see. I'm surprised he didn't try and switch out into Hone Edge right there because I was debating going for Crunch, trying to predict that. Let me see. Facade kill is even a Violite, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Facade is like 68 to 81% if he was like a Violite. I don't even know what he'd run on that thing, though. But Dino is gone, so all he was left is Trico and Hone Edge. And I have priority Sucker Punch. I also have my little Jackie in the back. Honestly, the most expendable member on my team is my Teddiursa. No matter what he wants to go for, it is the most expendable member on my team. He does go out into his Hone Edge, though. However, it was the most expendable member on my team if he went out into Trico. But now the best play is just going directly into my Growlithe, my little Jackie, and then going right for those no-guard Will-O-Wisp. Yo, that's the best type of Will-O-Wisp, man. No-guard Will-O-Wisp. Well, you don't even got to worry about that thing missing. And Hone Edge is so slow. That thing has like level 5 speed at level 100. It's beautiful. You have to be like fully invested to even max out at Spinarak speed, which is funny. My Growlithe is really fast, so... Again, going directly into this is the play of choice. Let's see if he tries and pulls a double right here. We do get off the Intimidate on him. I think he stayed in. Yeah, he did go right for Sacred Sword. Okay. That did 5. Now, Will-O-Wisp is still my best play because it does put Trico in range of Sucker Punch after burn. So it's 100% my best play right now. Easily my best play. I don't know if his Trico wants to go for the... It's Scarf Trico. It is Scarf Trico. I'm pretty positive. Unless I calc Trico speed run. No, it should be Scarf Trico. It's the only way I could outspeed my Shelder. Pretty positive. Scarf Trico was the only way I could outspeed my Shelder. But Will-O-Wisp is by far the best play right here. Getting off damage on the Hone Edge. He might try and weaken me a bit. Who knows? With a Shadow Sneak or something. Maybe he'll SD up. Regardless, putting myself in a position to win the game by going for Will-O-Wisp is the play. Assuming we landed on Trico, maybe he's going to predict me to go for Fire move right now. I wish I had Flamethrower or Flare Blitz at this point, just because I wouldn't be taking any recoil damage. I don't have to worry about that. But we did get off an Intimidate, and with the burn, hoping that the burn, the burn will land on this thing, but hoping it lands if he goes, Trico. I'm assuming if he goes Trico, he has like HP Ground or something. That's what I'm assuming. If he does go Trico, he probably has HP Ground. I would think. But he does stay in, so great. Of course, this is going to land because we do have the no guard. Are we going to see him if he SD's up? He goes for SD. Okay. Now, the play of choice is to obviously stall him out a bit. Go right for the Morning Sun right here. See if he's going to try an SD up again. If he goes for Shadow Sneak, I will be able to Morning Sun and get back up to full HP. I think Shadow Sneak wouldn't be the play to go for if I were him. Definitely wouldn't go for Shadow Sneak if I were him. No. So, if he goes for a second SD, though, I think I'm going to hard switch into Teddy Ursa. Yeah, I think if he goes for another SD. He goes for Rock Slide. Ooh. Doesn't do it much at all. That doesn't do much at all. Obviously, he can't miss, but I'm trying to coax him into going for another SD. That way I can switch out into my Teddy Ursa and have my little Jackie be at full. I think my dad here heard me say little Jackie. But obviously, I want to try and be at as a good amount of HP as possible and then try and switch into my Teddy Ursa right there. Let's see if he goes for another SD. Does go for the next Rock Slide. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to stall him out a bit more, put him in range of Sucker. The crit is something that could happen, but I would be able to live just because of burn. So again, Morning Sun is the play of choice to go for. Always the play. Same thing like we did versus Jay. We wanted to stall him out a bit with the Will-O-Wisp. We're still stalling out this Hone Edge a bit. He does actually have the Rock Slide, which is really cool to see. It's definitely cool to see right here. But obviously, like I said, I want to be at full HP to take on the Trico. I think that the only thing Trico could go for is like... Does Trico learn Focus Blast? Let me actually check. It doesn't. Thank God. So the only thing you can go for is like Hidden Power Ground. But yeah, while Memo and I were talking about the team, we were like, yeah, Little Jackie's going to put in a lot of work versus his team. The fact that Nappy doesn't have any rocker on his team, they were randomly picked. Let me actually make sure I'm not talking crap because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a rocker on his team. Let me see. Dino, Bellsprout, Porygon, Spinarak, Venipede, Honedge, Shellos, Gulpin, Trico, Mime Jr. Side. Yeah, he doesn't have a rocker on his team. So, again, going right for Morning Sun is just the best play. Always. Always the best play. Always, always, always. He does choose to go for another Rock Slide. I'm just trying to stall him out a bit more with the burn. Obviously, if he gets a crit, I'm on the defensive, so a crit is something that could definitely happen. But again, I have 5 more Morning Suns, so that's just the play of choice. I want to bring him down lower. See what we can do about this. I need to be at more HP to take on the Sceptile anyway. Sceptile. You know what I meant. I need to be at more HP to take on the that Mon. But I honestly think 15 should be enough. Let me see if let me calculate HP ground on my little Jackie real quick. Growlithe, Little Jack. I love it. It says Little Jackie right here. Trico. It's not Swords Dance, obviously. I'm just gonna put Modest just to see. I don't think he would be Modest, but 52. Hidden Power Ground. Why does that do nothing? That does 4. Alright, so what I am going to do right here is actually switch out into my Village Crusher because I want, like I said, I want to keep this thing healthy. I think he's stalled out to the point where I can knock him out with Crunch anyway. Or at least do a bit of damage with Crunch. And if he actually goes for SD, that's perfect right here too. And if he actually goes for SD and then switches out into Trico, I put him in range of Sucker Punch 100%. But either way, this is like the play I can go for right here. Yeah, why is everything doing 15? Everything is straight up doing 15 to me. I love it. So how much does my Crunch actually do to this monster? I'm just personally curious just to see how much it does to Honedge. Honedge. Broke up Swords Dance. Wow, Crunch kills. Alright, Crunch kills. There's no Guts. That's why I was like a little bit in shock. But Crunch is the best play. Also, if he went out into the Trico. Oh, wow. I got a min roll right there. As he is going to be able to knock me out with the Secret Sword right there. But it's fine though, because I can bring out my little Jackie versus his Trico. I mean, the double down is good for me anyway because I get off the Intimidate on Trico. Not that it probably matters too much, but either way I can live a hit bar. I think a crit HP ground, but even then, I still have my Zoro in the back, who hasn't. Zoro actually, John Cena hasn't been in the game at all. Last game, and depending on how this turn goes, it might not have to be in the game, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's Scarf. We do get off the Intimidate on Trickle, so if he wants to lock himself in the Rock Slide, we're pretty good to go. I do have Sucker Punch in the back. We'll see what this Trico actually wants to go for. Leaf Storm won't be able to knock me out. Scarf Trico is really interesting. Maybe he has Rock Slide, but again, I'm mixed. I have a lot of physical defense, but I'm impish. But I also have a lot of special defense as well. Kind of wish I had Flamethrower because I wouldn't have had to deal with Hone Edge. Would have been able to knock it out. But Flare Blitz and Wild Charge are just so much stronger in this game, I feel anyway. That's the way I felt, regardless. And that's the way Mambo felt as well. Like, I was talking, like, what about HP Grass and Flamethrower like I brought last week? But he's like, yeah, we were doing some calcs, and they just don't do damage. While Wild Charge can 2-hit KO Shell Loss with a bit of prior damage. HP Grass would not be able to. So, he does go right for Rock Slide. We do have the Intimidate on him, though. Does he flinch us? He does not flinch us, and Little Jackie is just going to be able to come through, go right for the Flare Blitz, and it is going to be able to knock out the Trico, the Soul, and that is going to be good game. I believe that is a 1-0 with John Cena in the back. You can't see him in the back with the game. And yeah, so good game to the Tucson Terrakions. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely a good game. Longer game. I think the longest game that I've had of the season. 1-0 in my favor. Johto, the Bronx Beartics are 3-0 in Johto. Next week we take on Mo one more time. After that it's Jay and then Nappy. And if I keep doing well, I get to take on the winner from Kanto and then hopefully make it to you know, the finals, because the Bronx Beartics want to take it all. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Definitely go ahead and leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want. Go ahead and check out Nappy. His link will be down below. And yeah, cue the outro.